Hi, this is Jeffrey Kurt Financial Group, and today is Friday, February 7, 2025. We got the employment data for January this morning. Less than expected job growth so far estimated, but a big revision higher in the December numbers, so that was a positive. The market overall took it as a positive and did rally. A couple of things to point out, though, I think individual stocks. Amazon reported last night a little bit light in their services division, which is a big money maker, big profits there, and that was less than expected. Also, guidance going forward overall was a little bit less than what it was before, so the stock was down a little bit. And so I think it's kind of interesting that a lot of this Mag 7, are down for the year. NVIDIA, Apple, Google, Amazon now, it's all has challenges. Facebook's doing fantastic, but again, just it's different than what it was. So far this year, the NASDAQ is the worst performing, only up 2.5% to start the day. The Dow's up 5.2, S&P up 4.3, and the Russell up 3.4. So the Nasdaq and some of the tech growth stocks have struggled a little bit. Again, these are overpriced stocks, but the growth is there, and as on this growth path, I think some remarkable numbers that are projected for a capex spending this year in 2025. Amazon announced they're going to spend $104 billion in capital expenditures this year. Google previously announced $75 billion, Microsoft $80 billion, and Meta $66 billion. That's an amazing amount of money to be spent in capital expenditures this year. So the winners might be the NVIDIAs and the Broadcoms and the chips and like that, although the chip stocks have not been trading very well. Finish up, oil's been down 10 or 12 trading days in a row. And, so ultimately that'll help, I think, gasoline prices, which helps the consumer. But the consumer sentiment index an hour or so ago came out, the Michigan survey, and it was lower than expected for the third month in a row. So consumer sentiment is declining, and consumer expectations for inflation are going up. That triggered a sell-off, which is happening now. And as I pointed out earlier this week, this is a overpriced, overvalued market. It doesn't mean it has to go down, but just that there's risks there of air pockets, and maybe we're hitting one. We've gotten through some really bad news on tariffs, the DeepSeek stuff, and how that impacts the AI bubble. But and we've rebounded. So maybe this is again just a temporary thing, and we'll be back up on Monday, Tuesday. But again, it's a market with a lot of cross currents, and keep your eyes open. So if I can help, give me a call, send me an email. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk back on Monday. Thank you again. Goodbye.